Hello students, today we are going to read the poem A Photograph composed by Shirley Towson. Before reading the poem, we should know something about the poet. Shirley Towson was an English poetess. She was born on 20th of May 1924 and died on 15th of May 2014. I am writing here. Shirley Towson was born in England. Okay, she was born on 20th of May 1924 and died on 15th of May 2004. She was a poet, an education reporter, as well as educationist. Okay, and the present poem deals with memory of her mother. Actually, the present poem is a tribute to the poet's mother. While writing the poem, she was feeling nostalgic. Okay, so now let's read the poem and I'll explain as well as. First line is, the cardboard shows me how it was when the two girl cousins went paddling. Here is a word, cardboard. Cardboard means a photo framed in a cardboard that is made of thick paper. Cardboard is a thick paper which is used to frame a photograph and other works. Okay. The cardboard shows me how it was when the two girl cousins went paddling. Paddling means to walk. Okay. The poet is watching a photo and she reminds of old memories of her mother. In the photo, she watches a girl, okay? When the two girl cousins went paddling and with the girl, there were two other girls. They were paddling through a beach. Each one holding one of my mother's hands. And the other two girls were holding the hand of her mother. That is shown in the photograph. And she, the big girl, some 12 years or so. And between the two girls, the mother of poet was eldest and her age was near about 12 years old. So, as we read the four lines, we can see that poet is watching a photograph which was shooted so long before. And in the photograph, there are total three girls. First is the poet's mother, who is eldest of the other two girls that are cousins of poet's mother. Now head to the next line. All three stood still to smile through their hair. In the present lines, the poet is describing how the photo was shooted. When the photo was shooted, all three stood still to smile through their hair. All the girls were smiling behind their hair. Actually, their wet hair came in front of their face and through their hair they were smiling at the uncle with the camera. And uncle of poet's mother was shooting the photograph of the girls. Okay? A sweet face. Now here the poet concentrates on her mother. because when the photo was shooted, the age of poet's mother was approximate 12 years, and we know that a child is always cute, beautiful, and with innocent face. So when the poet watches the face of her mother, what she says? She says, sweet face. Okay? My mother's, that was before I was born. She says, my mother looked very beautiful before I was born. As I already said, that a child is always beautiful. And when the photo was shooted, the age of poet's mother was only 12 years old. So, at the same point, the poet says that when my mother's, that was before I was born. When the photo was shooted, it was shooted before I was born, and at that time my mother's face was so cute, so beautiful, so innocent. And with the photo of poet's mother, there was something else which was shoot, and that was sea. S-E-A. Okay. And that was sea. As I already told, that they were walking through the beach, which appears to have changed less. Now the poet feels something melancholy. She is feeling something sad. Why? Because when he watches the picture of her mother, she becomes sad because her mother is now no more. She is dead. But when she watches the background, she watches the sea, which is still existed. The sea is still existing, and that is making some sadness to the poet. She says, and the sea which appears to have changed less. Although everything has been changed, the girl in the photograph, whose age was only 12 years, now has no more. She became old and died. Even when the photograph was shot, there was no existence of poet, and now the poet is grown as an old woman. Everything has been changed, but something exists the same, and that is sea. Wash their terribly transient feet. Transient feet. Here something is important. Transient. Transient means movable. That is changeful. That alternately changes. That is not stable. We can find here two meanings of the word transient. First, which relates to the word, and second is hidden meaning of the word transient. I will explain it now. The poet says, my mother's, that was before I was born, and the sea which appears to have changed less, washed their terribly transient feet. The sea that was still existed when the mother of the poet was a 12-year child, and now when her mother is no more, the sea still exists, but the sea has completely washed means erased, deleted all the memories of her mother's feet that she walked beside the shore. Okay, now let's see the hidden meaning. Here the sea resembles the time. In the given lines, the sea resembles the time, and here the feet, it resembles the human activity or any other activity that destroys with the time. Here the poet wants to say that everything changes according to the time. In this world, in this fragile world, everything is changeful except the time. Time destroys everything as well as time heals everything. So the sea resembles time and the feet of the mother resembles the worldly thing that is around us. Okay, I hope you got it. So now let's know about the literary devices in the poem. Okay. So first of all, when we discuss the writing style of the poem, we find that the poet is composed in free verse. Free verse means when is no rhyming is used in the poem. Okay, so first literary term is the poem is composed in free verse. Okay. What is another literary term? Another literary term we find is alliteration. What is alliteration? Alliteration is the repetition of consonant sounds in a line. So as we can see, here we find my mother's, okay, throw, there, stood still, okay. So here we find some alliteration. I am writing here below. Alliteration, my mother, stood still, and throw there, can we find any other alliteration? Yes, terrible, terribly transient. Okay, so here is terribly transient. So here we find two literary devices. First is the poem is composed in free verse, and second is alliteration. The remaining part of the poem we shall discuss in another video.